So what's your name?
My name is Sashi.
Sashi.
S-A-C-E, Sashi. A white guy in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was chilling at this hotel, and he was like, "Your name should be Versace." And I was like, "That's kind of like already out there." So I just took the free ER off and I just left the S-A-C-E. So it's just Sachi.
Okay. So what's your current living situation right now?
It's a little bit complex because here in Dallas, I would be classified as homeless.
Okay.
But in Oklahoma City, I have a home. I have a place to go to. But I'm kind of stuck here right now. So I'm out on the streets with the girls.
How did that happen?
I was on the A train to Denton, Texas.
Uh-huh.
And somebody took my phone, which had my wallet connected to it. So my ID and everything, cash, all this gone. Have no idea where it is or who has it. The person I came down here with, I lost in touch with because all my stuff is gone to contact him. So that's zilch. Dallas is a huge place, so I have no idea where he is.
Okay. And where's your family? Do you have any family here, or are they in Oklahoma?
They are all in Oklahoma.
They are. Have you tried to call one of them to help or send you some money?
So check this. I don't know any of their numbers by heart.
That happens.
It's a bit strange, but when you get used to just pressing call sis or call bro or call grandma, like I haven't dialed any one of their numbers singularly in years, so that's out of the question. And they all got kids, so they probably be like, we got down there and you need to get back.
Yeah.
Just being honest. I don't come from no type of silver spoon situation.
So how are you mentally and emotionally? Are you doing okay?
So mentally, I can say I'm pretty much put together. I do kind of have like...
Speak a little louder.
I do have like a short fuse sometimes, but I'm learning to kind of work past that and have patience and stuff like that. But other than that, mentally I'm very well put together.
You are?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
All right. And would you like to get into your childhood?
We can go as far as you want to go.
Okay. So how was your childhood? Was it okay?
So my childhood,
You can be open.
I know. So some, I don't know. So some would say it's okay, and some would be like, oh, well. But okay, so
What's okay?
As a child, from the time that I lived with my mother up until the time we were taken away, it was kind of rocky.
What ages?
So from about birth to I say the 4th grade, so somewhere like 9 or 10 years old, it was a little bit rocky because my mother, she did drugs.
Okay.
She was a nurse as well, so we had a comfortable living, but it was a lot of drama between her and my stepdad because of the drugs. So we didn't actually know that she was doing drugs. We just knew that they were always fighting, and we were always looking for a new place to live. We didn't actually come to find out that she was actually doing drugs until right up until about the time we got taken away and put in DHS. There was a little moment when we lived in a hood where me and my older sister, because we were getting a little bit older, we kind of seen the signs and clues and stuff that okay, mom is getting hot. But we never said nothing to nobody. We just kind of kept it a secret. But our daddy knew it. We knew our daddy knew it. We never let our daddy know that we knew.
Okay.
But then from the time we got taken into DHS all the way up until I turned 18 and graduated out of high school, I can say it was okay. My grandmother owned a home health company, so we kind of got a taste of the different life. Like we didn't have to worry about nothing. Well, for nothing, I worked from the time I was 15 all the way up until 19. Had my car at 16, licensed at 15 and a half. I could say I kind of, I went to Choctaw High School, 6 to 8 school, so that part of my childhood was kind of like, I wouldn't say it was a breeze because we still had to deal with like going to court, meeting with case managers, meeting with caseworkers, going to all type of group therapies and just a whole bunch of other stuff because of the DHS situation. So that was a little bit taxing because my grandmother also had us in sports and she was having us confirmed as Catholics, and it was just our schedules.
So you were pretty active.
Yeah, our schedules was all over the place, which left little time for us to actually be children.
So you did not have a childhood?
Not really.
that you could remember?
No, not really. We were always doing something.
Busy.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was your relationship with your mother? Are you guys pretty close?
So this is the tea. Up until recently, and when I say recently, I say about 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
We were super close. But we kind of came in contact with each other about 3 years ago, and we had this spurt of where we were living with each other, her and I just alone. And some things happened. I won't delve into it, because there were things on my part, things on her part. But there were some things that put a big wedge in between us. Now, a lot of went to God, and God is allowing me to, forgive and sort of miss her. But at first, I was in this stage to where I was like, I'm not fucking her. I'm just being honest. But I knew in my heart that it shouldn't be that way between a mother and a son, because that's gonna be the only one I have. So hopefully her heart is healing wherever she is. I know mine has. I do miss her now. I'm just gonna be honest. Now I do. So hopefully we do get to reunite soon. But we have not spoken. I have not reached out to her. I have not spoken a word to her. I just needed some time to process, heal, give some space. They say distance make a heart fonder. I just needed that breathing.
Take you time.
Yeah, I needed that breathing time. So now I think I'm ready to see her.
Okay. Were you guys pretty close? You say you were close.
We were super close. Me and my mother were almost like twins.
Really? Okay.
We were we look just alike almost, especially now. We were twins. We thought alike. We acted alike. We dressed, almost the same way. Only difference is her hair is red, her eyes is green, and mine is brown eyes and brown hair. So me and my mama, we really rocked with each other. But they do say that drugs and other things and people and stuff, they can come in between. People, they can come in between a relationship and they can change things. So that's something I had to give to. I had to have time to be able to process and understand as well, because at first I was just like,
yeah.
But I'm trying to. It goes back to the mental health when you was asking about me being able to process and heal and handle stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. So how did you experience any sexual abuse as a child?
I actually did. I was molested from the time I was molested for about 5 years by my older cousin.
By your cousin?
Yeah. I was afraid to. I don't know why I was so afraid.
What age were you?
I was.
You can be honest.
I said, and I'm trying to about 5, maybe 6 till about 9 or 10 years
Okay.
old. I was young.
Yes.
I was
I
very
understand.
young. And I was afraid to say something because I thought that if I said something out loud, then God would be mad at me. So I used to pray all the time. I used to pray and cry and kick and scream to God, and I would ask Him, don't let me be gay. Don't let me be gay. I know this is a sin. I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to get thrown in the lake of fire. I don't want to burn Jesus.
So when you would be off by yourself, that's what you would pour out to Jesus? Because you knew that it was wrong?
That's what we were taught.
Oh, not to be gay.
Yeah, we were taught. I mean, anybody who goes to church, I mean, that's one of the biggest things that they hack in, that they're really adamant about, don't be gay and
about people's sexuality.
Yeah, so I can say that is the biggest thing that any church that I've ever been to. I was a Jehovah's Witness, I was a Baptist,
especially Baptist,
Catholic, because I was in DHS, we got to experience lots of different religions. And that's the biggest thing. Don't nobody want you to be gay, child.
So the cousin that molested you, was it a girl or was it a boy?
It was a man.
It was a man.
Yeah.
He was older than you.
He was older than me.
What age was he, if you don't mind me asking?
He was at least if not upper middle school, damn sure a freshman to sophomore high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So and you were a kid.
Yeah, I was a kid.
So he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing, and the only thing that made him stop was my little brother finally walked in and caught him, and he never did it again.
How did that make you feel? Did that make you start liking boys? Do you think that kind of sparked a desire for you to like the same sex?
So with that, so I had a girlfriend all the way up until the 12th grade, and I broke up with her because I knew that I had this attraction towards dudes. Now,
was it openly, or was it bi, or was it secret?
It was a secret.
Okay.
All the way up until the 12th grade. Nobody knew. Except
so would you still date guys on the low?
No. So
you would like them in your heart, but not actually.
And see, I wouldn't even like them in my heart. I just had a sexual urge towards guys.
Because it was in your body. It was what you would do when you were younger.
That's what I, and that's just kind of what I left it at. But I knew that eventually I would try it. So that's what made me break up with my girlfriend, because I knew that we were like sweethearts, and I didn't want to be the first person that broke her heart. So I just told her, like, hey, I kind of like dudes.
Oh, you told her? You know, a lot of men,
so
they would never say that.
So, well, I went to school with a lot of white people, and I was kind of privileged in that area to where I was kind of like, I got voted class clown and best dressed all 4 years of high school. So everybody liked me. So it was easy for me to go to her and just be like, hey, this is what this is. It's not everybody's business, but this is kind of why I think we should break up. Not because I don't want you, or not because I don't love you. It's because I don't want to damage you.
Respectful.
And so that's kind of why we broke up. And we're still friends to this day. Like, if I get on Facebook and find her, we'll still talk, or, hey, how you doing, stuff like, we still joke and laugh around. There's no bad blood, is what I can say. So yeah, like, we left off on a good note.
So now you're dating men. Are you considered gay or bisexual?
I'm not dating anybody.
Okay.
And I don't want to date nobody. At least not yet.
Okay.
Because, after that I went through, like, and I can't say I went through, I put myself through, because I made the decision to fool with these boys and all these other friends and stuff. Child, I made the decision, like, I was just all over the place with friends and boys and just all kind of stuff, and I figured out that I was just wasting my life giving it and devoting it to all these different people.
To the wrong people.
And they were, like, nothing resulted of it, so I just kind of made a sentiment in my heart that I'm not going to date anybody. I can have friends and stuff, but I'm not going to date anybody until I get where I want to be in life. After I spend my time on me and not nobody else and get to where I want to be, then I will be open to dating. But until then, no, nada. Give me your money, and that's it.
Do you think that you would ever start back dating women?
Or
would you ever have the desire to date a woman? How do you feel about that? If it was
like in a...
You could be honest.
I know. So if it was like in a triad or like group relationship type thing, like maybe like with like 2 other girls and 2 other guys, or like. So
you're into
not
group dating? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like
okay.
I am very much interested in like a relationship with like maybe another man and another woman at first.
Okay.
Together.
At the same time.
At the same time.
Okay.
As far as singularly, she would have to like make me like fall for her. But right now, I'm not.
That's not where your heart is.
That is not where my heart is, and the only reason why is because like I don't know. I'm in this weird awkward space, and I don't want to sit her in front like I just like girls, because I don't. I mean, I am still somewhat sexually aroused by her sometimes, but not to where I would just be like, hey, you want to be my... No. Like, it would, if anything happened, it would probably be like a little bump and grind, and our separate way.
Okay. Did you ever have an encounter with your stepdad?
No.
Okay.
That's the most righteous man. The only thing he ever did was whoop us too much.
Okay. Okay.
That was my daddy. The one thing I do, I respect him, because now that I'm older and I look back on it, I give him all, I can't say glory and honor because it's for the Lord, but I give him a lot of respect because he was a man that was raising kids that did not belong to him. And he put his all and everything into it, and the only thing that made it not work was my mother. And so with that being said, like, he's still my dad to this day. I can call him, I can contact him and reach out to him and stuff. Now we're not as close as we used to be, but I still have his last name.
He actually adopted you guys fully.
Yeah, like I have his last name. All my brothers have his last name still. I respect him because back to regular schedule programming. I respect him because he didn't have to do that. Like he could have went and got a woman with no kids. You know, he could have just went and did the whole thing. But he was raising 6 kids that was not his. So all kudos go out to Mr. Tisdale. I love him to death.
Okay. All right. So, do you have a relationship with Jesus?
Yes, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.
Do you believe that he's real?
Yes.
Do you believe that he died for you?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe that he loves you?
Yes, I do.
You really believe?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Have you asked him to be your Lord and Savior?
Yes, I've rededicated. I have prayed to him. I do have an active relationship with him. I can't say that I have kind of gotten a little bit further away from him, but I am on a rejuvenation track to just kind of incorporate him more in my decision making and like my thought process and like just the ways that I go. Let's say like put him before everything. And
how do you think he feels about you dating the same sex?
I feel like this is how I put it. I feel like Jesus knows what he came to do for us, right? So Jesus came to die for us.
He did.
And not saying that gives us an excuse to just go out and rob, steal, kill, pillage, destroy, and blow up the world. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he knew that when he died for us, that each and every individual would have their hang-ups and their situations that they are dealing with. And no person is perfect. So if really all I'm doing is having a hang-up with the other sex, I don't think Jesus is really too bothered about what I'm doing. Not saying that I don't have to work on it, but the blood that he shed was for this very reason right here. So as long as I can hang on that and lean on that and just try to be better every day, 1% step by step, that's all he wants from me.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this because I'm his daughter, so I'm gonna tell you how he would feel about it. He does love you. He does know that there's things that you went through as a child that stuck to you. But he wants you to live a holy life. He knows that it's hard for you to because it's deep roots of family issues, ancestors, generations, cycles. A lot of that is included. But he wants you to be with a woman. If you don't decide to be with a woman, then you could just be by yourself. But he does not like the same sex because God, Jesus, he's holy.
Yeah.
He's holy. He's holy.
Of course. Okay, so let me reiterate that. I am not giving any excuse for it. I'm not saying that Jesus loves it. I'm not saying that he likes it. Matter of fact, I know deep down in my heart he probably wouldn't like it because it's not how we were created and that's not how we were designed. I do understand that. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's just something that, I'm going to have to work on. That's just something that's going to have to be changed with me.
With time.
That's not, I don't think that there'll ever be a point to where, in my life, to where I'll be like, okay, well, with Jesus, anything can happen, but I'm just saying, right now, excuse me, I don't see myself marrying or being with anybody. If anything, I'll probably grow old with a
cat or a dog.
With a non-for-profit organization helping other kids get off the street or something like that.
See, you have a heart to do that.
Yeah, I think after the desire for sex leaves, and eventually that goes with anybody,
and it does.
It'll change. My mind will be maybe open to other things. But as for right now, this is just where I am, and I meet Jesus where I am. So.
And he's gonna meet you where you are.
Yeah.